Yo guys, what's going on? It is Catman227 here, and I'm back with another episode of Let's Play Overwatch, and today we are taking a look at Reinhardt. Now, Reinhardt is gotta be one of my favorite characters, and I was really bad with him for a long time until I started actually, looking up walkthroughs and Let's Plays and everything like that, and, looking up tutorials and things like that helped me learn to play him a little bit more. So now I really like him, and I'm pretty decent at him. I'm not the best, but I'm pretty decent. Some of his abilities are kind of weird, but at the same time are very useful. He's got a fireball, and a charge, which you can grab up to one person and slam them up against the wall, killing them. And of course his shield and his main weapon, the jet hammer. Now, his ultimate is called Earth Shatter, and what Earth Shatter does, he slams the ground with his hammer and will create an earthquake and stun everybody within a cone around them. So I'll demonstrate that whenever it comes up. Ow. Okay, so this is how you want to play Reinhardt. You want to be up in the front of your entire team with like a Mercy or a Zen or something healing you at all times. Every once in a while you'll do that if you can line up a shot. Okay, so that being said, you also need to know when to run away and let your shield regenerate, because you have 2000 HP on your shield. Problem with that though, if you don't know exactly when to run away, or if your team isn't taking care of the enemies fast enough, you need to know when to put away your shield and let it regenerate, because it will only regenerate once it's put away. Oh god. Okay, I missed that. Yeah, that was nothing really I could do. The only times you should ever engage in a fight as Reinhardt is whenever your shield is fully broken and there's no teammates to actually fight for you, because you have to shield your team. So if there's something behind you, you have to make a decision whether to turn around and block whatever's behind you or hope your teammates take care of it. Okay, so here it's okay to engage because we have Lucio. Okay, well, I just fucked that up brutally. Okay, so we did a little bit of damage, but you see, never fully engage in a fight. You need to know when to back away. Now, what I just did was a perfect demonstration of that. I got the Roadhog down to low HP, or pretty low HP, and I got out of that fight before I died, because there was a lot of people showing up, and I did some damage to everybody, which, by the way, your hammer can hit multiple people at once, so be aware of that. You can actually hit multiple enemies at once with one swing, so, and it doesn't do heavy damage or anything like that. It does like medium damage. Makes sense, you don't want it to be too overpowered, but you should never, if you get like nano boosted, don't just run in there and then just fight until you die. Then you're kind of losing value out of Reinhardt, because I see a lot of Reinhardt players make that mistake where they get nano boosted and they just run in and do things like that. You need to be blocking damage for your entire team. You should be in the front lines, and everybody should be behind you for the most part. Fuck. Alright. And a decent Mercy like this one actually helps a lot. Alright, I would use Earth Shatter, but there's no team here to actually capitalize on that. So I'm just gonna back away. Let the Lucio do his job. Alright. Okay. As for the fireball, you just shoot that at random at people, and hopefully you'll kill something with it. Okay, just get like some chip damage away at it. And your fireball can shoot through other Reinhardts. Ow. It can shoot through other Reinhardt shields, so. Hi. How did you kill me? Where was my team? Where were they? I didn't see them. So, yeah, your team should be mainly grouped up around you, because they need to keep you alive, because obviously all you have is this and this. So, you don't really have that many attacks to keep yourself alive. Plus, if you don't have a healer, you're gonna die really fast. That 500 health, that really doesn't mean anything. Because people think, oh, I have 500 HP, I'm the best tank in the fucking game, and I can just run in and whack things with my hammer. No, if you do that, you're gonna die a lot. Only whenever you have a really good healer should you actually do that. And even then, you shouldn't really charge in. I had no shield. It wouldn't deploy. But, you need to be up in the lead. Everyone, your entire team should be behind you, and you should be absorbing all the damage for them. But they should also be trying to keep you alive and protecting your backside, because your backside's completely exposed, and you have to make a decision whether to block what's in front of you or turn around and block whatever is behind you. So that's a decision that you're gonna have to make. But you should never just run in as Reinhardt and whack everything, because you're gonna die a lot and you'll be completely useless. So never do that as Reinhardt, because people think he's just the best tank in the game and can run in and just shoot everything and kill everything, when that's clearly not the case. Okay, well then, I like myself. So, whenever you block a lot of damage, though, you're protecting your team. So, your shield should never really come down unless absolutely necessary. You should only drop your shield when it's about to break. And even then, whenever it's about to break, put it away, because it'll regenerate faster. Whenever before, like, when it's like 200 HP, run away, get behind cover, go behind a wall, and let your shield regenerate. And whenever you put away your shield, throw a fireball. So, I'll demonstrate here in a second once we load into the game. Alright. So, now, I didn't get to use Earth Shatter because you have to time it correctly. Because what it'll do is, let's say there's 3 enemies, and you use Hammer Down, or you use Earth Shatter, and you stun those 3 enemies, but there's no teammates there to, let's say you stun like a Roadhog, a D.Va, and a Soldier. You could probably kill the Soldier by yourself by charging. Plus, I would, by the way, that charging is another thing I'll get to in a second. But if you use Earth Shatter, you have to have your team to, and I say that very precise, your team, including like at least 3 or 4 of your members, should be shooting at the stunned targets whenever you use your ultimate. So if you hit the ground with your hammer, boom, and then it stuns all the enemies on the ground, you shoot a fireball at one of them, you'll charge, grab one, slam them up against the wall, and then just start flailing everywhere until you kill them. But your team should also be doing their part to kill the people that you stunned as well. Because if you stun a Roadhog or another Reinhardt and a D.Va, you know, that's 3 tanks with a lot of health. You're not going to be able to just charge, use your fireball, and start swinging, and then expect that to do anything. So, okay, let's take this damage right here. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Only engage if you know you can win the fight. Like here. Boom, I got him. Alright. That's what I would say. Only engage 1 or 2 people if they're at low HP, and you just want to finish them off. It makes more sense to do it that way, plus it's far more effective, at least in my playthroughs it has. See, here there's nothing to really block through. There was no damage for me to block because nobody was really shooting at. my teammates, so there was nothing really to block. So I just stopped and engaged the Genji. Torbjorn's turret is another good thing that you can use. Like, okay, I gotta take that out. Boom. Okay, so he never chase. So most people would have charged, like use his charge to go after him, but don't do that. You need to know when to disengage yourself from a fight. See, now he's back. Don't engage. Now, this would be a great place to use Earth Shatter, but the problem is why I'm not using Earth Shatter at the moment is because they had a barrier up, and you cannot use Earth Shatter through that barrier. So if I would have used it, it would have just wasted it, because it can't go through Winston, Reinhardt's, or Orissa's barriers. So, be aware of that. Don't use Earth Shatter if you see a barrier, or people hiding behind the barrier. Because if they're hiding behind something, it doesn't go through it. So, Reinhardt's shield, Orissa's shield, and Winston's barrier, you cannot shoot through with your Earth Shatter. So keep that in mind. Okay. Thank God we killed that turret. Oh God. Yep, okay, I was gonna use Earth Shatter, but I had a feeling that Winston would put down a barrier, so I'm not even gonna try. Okay, here we go. Got him. Okay, teamwork. That's also a very key tool with Reinhardt. If your team does not have teamwork, you are not going to be very useful. That Ana, I was whacking that Winston around like that, and then Ana got a good-ass sleep dart, put him to sleep, and I got a free hit on him, or a free couple of hits on him, which weakened him up, and I was able to kill him. So, it's teamwork like that that you have to use to win. Come here, you. Okay, nope. That's where you shield. So many people like to engage in fights, like team battles and stuff like that, but don't do that as Reinhardt. You will die so easily. I cannot stress that enough. Because I know a lot of people will be watching this video like, why aren't you running in? Why aren't you using your charge? Why aren't you getting into the enemies and just whacking them with your hammer? Because that's not how you play Reinhardt. You can't just go in and start swinging everything, because you're going to be useless while doing that. Your job is to only engage fights when it's absolutely necessary. Okay, so now they're taking the point, so we have to get on there. Okay, well they... Ah, Winston dodged it. Okay, that's another thing that you can do. You can actually block. It's difficult because, you know, as Reinhardt, you know, he's just gonna go through your barrier most of the time. But if he sees you, if Junkrat sees you using your barrier to deflect his ultimate, he's most likely just gonna go through your barrier and kill you. But D.Va's ultimate, you can actually do 2 of 3 things. If you know your entire team is about to die, or like a lot of your teammates are about to die from D.Va's ultimate, just charge, grab the ultimate and charge it away. So like, she uses her ultimate, you just use charge, you grab her ultimate, and you just thrust it away from your entire team. Or if all of your teammates are behind you, you can actually put up your shield, and it'll instantly break your shield. But okay, see, that's my teammate's fault. They should have taken care of him, and they should have been grouping up near me. But if your team is spread out like ours now, and nobody's grouping up behind your shield, you're gonna be pretty useless as well. So you'd be better off changing at that stage. But I'm not going to, because, you know, the review. Gotta do it. Alright. Let's move up here. See, now we're gonna have no choice but to engage. Okay. Now Winston can shock you. His electricity can go through your barrier as well, so yeah, D.Va's ultimate will instantly break your shield, but it's better that than, but you'll shield all of that damage from your teammates, so it's worth it. Is that an Ana behind me? Yes, it is. Alright. Ooh! Oh, that would have been a great time to grab him, but I didn't think about it in time. Okay, nope. Yeah, they popped 2 ultimates. There was no way we were gonna escape. See, now if they pop ultimates like that, like a Nano Boost Genji ulting, an ulting Nano Boost Genji, then obviously that's not going to, that's not actually going to help you that much. Your barrier's not going to help you that much, but Earth Shatter might have. If I would have had my ultimate, I probably would have been able to stun them. Come here. Okay, now I have to, if I can grab him. There we go. So yeah, if you can, unfortunately my teammates aren't really playing the game anymore at this stage. They've kind of just given up. So they're letting me basically do all the work. So they're not even like trying at this stage. Because before we were having a lot of teamwork, but now that we've started losing, they've kind of just gave up. Which happens. So yeah, if you can time... Actually, no, this... no, never mind. Can't. Winston's barrier. He died right as I tried to do that. Well, yeah, you have to, like... Right now, the team is not working together at all, so there was nothing really I could have done. So I just started to try to use my ultimate, and... Yeah, there was nothing much really I could do. But if you can time your charges and your fireballs, you can really change the way of the game. Like, you can really change the game. It's a huge game changer because you can cancel out. Obviously you can get kills with it, so that helps a lot. And you can also hit. If you can hit Junkrat's ultimate, like his Riptire, then you can kill it instantly, like what I did earlier. It's an instant kill on the tire, on the Riptire. Oh, you ass. Okay. Another thing I can do right here is I can charge. Stun that. Okay, so if you charge a turret, it'll stun it. So like what I did just now with Torbjorn's. I stunned the turret, then I was able to kill it. Because if you just charge it, it'll stun it for a few seconds, and then you can hit it without it shooting you in the face. Alright. So now if we can just get on the point and clear them all out, we can very possibly win. No, okay. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of you. Yeah, I had to engage in the fight because it was the final push. So, come on. Alright. Great. So, I wasted my Earth Shatter, but that does happen. It does happen. So, don't be too discouraged. Because if you know how to play Reinhardt effectively, you should be able to engage in fights, build up your ultimate, and then disengage and still survive. Problem is you'd have to have a really good healer in order to do it. It doesn't matter what healer, as long as they're good at healing and good at keeping you alive, then you should be fine. And that's all the real cover that you'll need. But that's all I have time for this video, guys. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, please comment, and please subscribe, and let me know which hero you want to see next. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.